Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I gotta get my footing together. So I told one of y'all that I was gonna make a video this week, and I am sticking to that. And I actually have something that I really want to share with you guys. I'm gonna try to make it quick. I always say that, but for whatever reason, my videos end up being like 10 minutes long, and in my mind, quick is like 5. But whatever, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So I actually wanted to tell you guys a story time, something that literally just recently happened to me at work. So I had a patient, and this story time has a moral to it, I guess. I don't know. So I had a patient at work, and really sweet patient, really sweet patient. And this patient was going to get a heart cath done. And basically, in order to get the heart cath, they go through usually one of the femoral arteries. Okay, so for my patient, they went through one femoral artery. It wasn't good, so they went to the other side. They went through that femoral artery, and they were able to do whatever they needed to do for that patient. So the patient comes back to me, and I do an assessment on the patient. I do an assessment on the pulses in his feet, because you really want to check the pulses before they go, and you want to check the pulses when they get back, because you want to know any type of change, because really there shouldn't be a change. And like if the pulses diminish or not there or whatever, like that is, it's a complication, like something is wrong. They're not getting blood to their foot, aka the foot's gonna die, a whole host of issues. But anyway, so I'm checking this patient's dorsalis pedis, the artery on the top of the foot. Checking, I don't feel nothing. So I'm like, I knew I felt something before he left. I know I did. So I go to get the Doppler, to check with the Doppler. Put the gel on there, and at this point I'm thinking I'm gonna hear it with the Doppler, whatever. And I'll just make a note about it. Call the doctor. Just, hey, just so you know, I heard it with the Doppler. I didn't really feel it in my hand. Just whatever. Put the Doppler on. Nothing. And I'm like, this man ain't got no pulse in his foot. Okay. Let me check the pulse behind the ankle. Put the Doppler there. Nothing. All right, now this is a problem. Let me go and handle this. So, and mind you, the patient had only been on the floor for about 30 minutes. Like, he was only on, my unit for 30 minutes. So this is a relatively new, this assessment is a new assessment. So it's like, I caught it pretty early. So I go and I call the rapid response nurse, because this is way above my pay grade. I'm just a med tele nurse. I don't deal with emergencies like that. So I call her. She comes. She says, call cath lab. They need to come too. So her and cath lab come. They bring their own machine, which is better than my little mini Doppler that I have on the floor. They assess. They don't hear nothing. They go all the way to the popliteal post, the one behind the knee. They're assessing there. Barely. I mean, like, and it took forever, and they were like, it should not be this hard. So the patient ends up having to get an arterial Doppler done to really see, okay, or no, arterial ultrasound, I'm sorry, to see if there's actual blood going through, the arteries going down his leg, because if not, then we need to intervene like ASAP. So, with the arterial ultrasound, we were able to see that there was some blood getting down there. For me, I didn't feel comfortable with what they were telling me, because I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I know what you're saying, but like, I can't feel it. The Doppler can't pick it up. But you telling me it's supposed to be adequate enough, and this patient is a diabetic? What? What? Whatever. So anyway, after all that's said and done, the doctor comes at the very end, like literally during shift change, comes and basically calls me and cath lab, who was his team, by the way, and the rapid response nurse basically calls all of us dumb. He comes in and he just slaps his hands on the patient's foot. Oh, I feel the pulse. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with him. His foot isn't cold. Mind you, he said his foot wasn't cold. However, we use the temporal thermometer. Is that what it's called? I don't know, y'all. Listen, just whatever. Just rock with me. Just go with me. Where I'm at. I'm at 5 minutes. Okay, cool. We used a thermometer on both feet to see the temperature. There was like a 10, it was either 5 or a 10 degree difference. One of them was like 90 something, the other foot was like 80 something. Maybe it was like 3 or 4. I don't know. Basically, there was a difference. But he gonna tell me, oh, I put my hand on the patient's foot. There is no difference. And oh, I can feel the pulse. What are you talking about? You guys are making a big deal. And like, I don't know where doctors get off thinking that they can be rude to nurses. Like, we are their assistant. Last time I checked, my title does not say physician assistant. It says registered nurse. And my license is on the line. And on top of that, I'm a grown woman. And you're not finna talk to me crazy. So he put his hand on the patient. Oh, there's the pulse. So I put my hand right where he put his hand. I said, well, I don't feel nothing. And I said it just like that because I don't know what kind of nurses they used to working with, but I don't get intimidated easy. If anything, especially when it comes down to my patients, you're going to bring the mama bear out of me, and we just going to be like, so what's the problem? So, basically he said, because the patient was going to go to PCU because the patient was a little bit more critical than our floor could handle, if that was the case, if he was having like these type of issues, he was going to go to PCU. And he had already been transferred. We just literally waiting on someone to come and take him up. Oh, he doesn't need to go to PCU. I don't know why you guys did all this. You're making it big. And I'm just like, okay. So you know what I did? I went right into my little timed event notes, and I made it known that the doctor assessed the patient via touch, aka the doctor didn't use any type of machinery, nothing. The little Doppler was sitting right there. He could have just used it himself and saw that, hey, there is no heartbeat. Not heartbeat, I'm sorry, y'all. There is no pulse in this man's foot. He could have used the machine to see that. It was right there. He didn't want to do it. And what I think it is just that, because he was a doctor that did the procedure, he wanted to make it seem like everything went smooth, and of course he didn't want to take any type of responsibility if there was something that went wrong. But I was like, baby, look, at the end of the day, my life is on the line, and I'm not gonna just believe what you say just because you're a doctor, because sometimes you could be dead wrong, and I can have a dead patient because you dead wrong. Now, that's a little bit extreme, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm not gonna just believe you just because you have MD in front of your name. Like, I don't care. You have DR, whatever, in front of your name, MD at the end. I don't care what you got. At the end of the day, my judgment, I'm going off of my judgment because it is my license. This is my career. So I don't care about nothing what nobody else say. No. If it don't sit right with Sharia. And this is just some advice I want to give to all of you new nurses, because I'm a new nurse too. I'm going to just tell y'all, when it comes to these doctors, you need to get a backbone. Like, people that, I don't want to call the cardiologist, they're so mean. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about your attitude. I don't care about none of that. What you're not going to do is disrespect me on this phone when I'm calling you about this patient. And oh, you calling me? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit ratchet, because they really be trying to bully the nurses. And I'm like, oh no, I'm glad my family raised me the way that they did, because that bullying stuff, go try somebody else. I'm not the one. So they call me, and or when I call them, they would give me attitude like, you're calling me for this? Yes, I am calling you for this, and anytime I have a concern, I'm going to call you again. Is there a problem? Oh, don't call me. Listen, sir or ma'am, my license is on the line, so whenever I feel concerned, I am going to call you. If you don't want to be called, maybe you should get a new job. Are we clear? And don't raise your... I'm sorry, y'all. My best friend called me, but I needed to calm down. Anyway, I just want to say, basically, don't be afraid of the doctors or the NPs or the PAs, anybody who's trying to give you attitude about sticking up for your patient, because at the end of the day, you sticking up for your patient, and you also sticking up for yourself, because this is your livelihood too. And if something goes wrong, the doctors have no problem with turning it back on you and say, oh, the nurse never notified me. So if my patient has a temperature of 98 and then turn around got a temperature of 99.9, I'm gonna call the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something that they could feel like, oh, that's so small and insignificant. You can't get in trouble for calling the doctor too much. You really can't. Honestly, there's no repercussions for that. But you mess around and call the doctor, or not call the doctor for something that you think is small that ends up being a really big problem for that patient, you are going to have to pay for that. You may lose your license. You may end up in jail, like all kind of stuff. So I feel like, forget what they talking about. Call them. Call them. It just is what it is. I'm going to call you. And you can be upset with me, but I'm going to call you. So yeah, guys, that's my story time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, I also wanted to share, y'all see this? What you think about it? You like it? I just went to the barber today. I finally was like, Sharia, stop cutting your own hair. Go to the barber. So that's what I did. And I'm like, I love it. I really, really love it. Y'all, this part right here, if it looks tapered at all, like kind of like faded, like right, it's not. My hair literally grows really, really thin, like right up in here. And on this side, it grows really, really thin. So that's why I keep it short, because when I keep it short, it looks like I intentionally got it tapered. But I did not. My hair just don't grow. But that is my struggle. That is my battle that I got to deal with, you know. But it's okay because I love this. I love this whole short hair. Like, this is me. So I'm going to go now, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all really got the lesson out of it. I really don't know what happened to that patient after that point because I'm not at work. I had the next day off. And I told the oncoming nurse, I'm like, don't listen to what that doctor said. You go assess for yourself and use a Doppler if you can't feel the pulse. Because at the end of the day, we are patient advocates. We ain't there just to do all our tasks in the you know, chart all our tasks and hand out meds and request pain medication when the patient asks for it, you know, from the doctor. We're there to advocate for them when we feel like something is wrong, because some of these doctors don't care. And you got to be mama bear when it comes to your patients, okay? All right. Now y'all have a good day. I'm gonna go and I might go get me some McDonald's because they freaking hash browns and breakfast burritos lately have been touching my soul. It's just been touching it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.